I'm Sarah Powell from the University of Texas at Austin. Today in this STAIR Tailored, we're going to think about how we can solve one-step equations, and we're going to look at those equations where there's a multiplication operator at play. And we're going to use Algeblocks to solve things like this, 2x equals 6. So we are going to solve these two equations here, 2x equals 6 and 12 equals 3x. And these are multiplication because once it gets to middle school, we don't have to put in the multiplication symbol. We don't often use the dot. Sometimes we don't use parentheses. But here, just by placing 2 next to x, 2x means I have two groups of x. Multiplication is at play. So let's go ahead and solve these problems with our document CAM and our Algeblocks. So we're going to first solve the problem 2x equals 6. So here I have my sentences mat, and I'm going to use this because this problem has an equal sign. We're balancing the two sides of the equation. So I have an equal sign here on my sentences mat, and I have this little balance down here at the bottom that kind of helps me remember whatever I do to one side of the equal sign, I also have to do to the other. So we have 2x. In the world of Algeblocks, this rod here represents an x. And if I have two of those, I need to have 2x. So I have basically two sets of x. Now on the other side of the equal sign, we have 6. So I'm going to go ahead and get 6 cubes out just like that. And they're going to go into this positive part of my mat because the 6 is a positive number. Now, there's really not a lot that we can do fancy here with the Algeblocks, but what we can see is that to figure out x, we need to divide these two x's into two different groups. And if I divide the x's into two different groups, then I need to do the same thing with my constants over here. So I'm going to divide them equally, and I've made two groups of 3. So here, each x equals 3. Now, if I was solving this problem with my notation, 2x equals 6. I like to draw a line down from the equal sign. And then what I did is I divided each group, each side by 2. So here, x equals 3. So I divided my x's into two groups, and I divided my 6 into two groups. And then within each group, there are 3. So each x represents 3. So that was how we solved that problem. Let's do another one to show you again how this works. So I have 12. So I'm going to go ahead and get 12 cubes out here. The 12 are positive, so they're going to go on the positive part of my mat. And that is equal to 3 groups of x. So I have 1, 2, 3 x's. Now I'm going to divide each of these sides by 3. So I'm going to make 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. So now I need to do that with my constant. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many are in each group? Well, each group has 4. So x equals 4. And that's just like an easy way to help students start to understand what it means if we are presented with equations such as 2x equals 6 and 12 equals 3x. So I hope that was helpful to think about solving one-step equations when multiplication is presented within the problem. And we hope to see you in some other STAIR Tailored videos where you'll see how we can use these Algeblocks to do lots of other things within algebra. See you soon.